Okay, H, I've got something to show you that I've been working on. It's actually, realistically, what I've been working on was not what I'm going to show you right now. It was all from the disposal thing, so I've been entering everything up to, I should say there as well, it should be green, do that later, everything up to round 10 in my sheet. What that does is I then have all of these different calculations of what's happening with disposals conceded at different grounds, for different positions like defender, forward, etc. Even down to the role, like a quarterback versus a defender versus a winger versus a midfielder. So I've basically got a lot of data on what the different teams are doing. And if I just do this here, it's going to work. I can see things like this where I've hidden too much. But anyway, basically I know, for example, does Adelaide give away more disposals to defenders or to midfielders or to forwards? Do they give away more disposals to a quarterback than the rest of the league, someone like a Jake Lloyd or a Nick Dacos? Does it change when they're at the Adelaide Oval versus the MCG versus somewhere else? All this sort of stuff. So I've built a disposal report, which I'm probably not going to touch on now, but it sort of does a lot of fancy different things like this. So it spits up a lot of different data. Anyway, what I want to show you today, though, is I leverage the fact that I also capture the fantasy points for this Draft Stars thing. So what I've done is I've set this thing up, and you'll see what it looks like when I put the data in. So there's an export that you can get out of Draft Stars, which looks like this, which is the one for the St Kilda and GWS game. Basically, all I need to do is paste the export into here and let it work its magic. Okay, so there's a couple of occasions, see like this guy here, Lockie Ash as well, where they actually, the name's a little bit different. So they call him Harrison Himmelberg, not Harry Himmelberg. Josh Kelly's another one. I'll just get him because he's probably important. Where are you? Can't find him. There we go. All I need to do is just this, and that will fix Josh Kelly over here. Same with this here. Harrison. You can see it's just fixing them up over there. See if there's anyone else. Okay, there's a few here. That should be Mitchell Owens, not Mitch Owens. Another example. If I can find him, I'll do it quickly. It's just the differences between the way my system recognizes names, which is what FootyWire uses, and the way that these clowns do it. Basically, what it does is it spits out a whole heap of stuff for me. Squeeze that across. There's a lot of calculations in the background, which I'll show you later. But effectively, what it's doing is it's working out if their price is actually good value or bad value. And what I'm doing is I'm considering who they're playing and where they're playing when I'm making my projection of the score they should get. So I'm using all of my calculations in the background to say, all right, when you play St Kilda as a defender, your fantasy points go up by 16%, and when you play at this ground, fantasy points are lower here. And it's all factored in to give me a projection. And I look at both their recent form, which is a heavy skew toward their last 4 games, and their season form, which is basically all the games they played this season with any really high or really low numbers removed to try and smooth the value out. So the first thing you get here is it shows recent form rank by player. Okay, so Jay Gresham has the biggest positive value in recent form, which is, where is he? 20. I suggest that he's 2,700 too cheap, so it should be about 13,000 based on what I'm projecting him to get. Toby Green's next, Xavier Halloran, etc. Jack Buckley, So what we theoretically should see here in the defenders is a lot of these guys who are underpriced, like Nick Haynes slightly, Jack Buckley, Connor Iden, even Lockie Whitfield a little bit, is because St Kilda pushing their price up because their defensive nature, or what they do with the defenders. So pretty much what the plan is that I come through here and I look at and I start to pick my team. Go, okay, which defender is #1 ranked? Looks like Jack Buckley. So the first guy I would pick is Jack Buckley. Okay, I look for the second ranked defender. At the moment it looks like Hunter Clark. Brad Hill's up there as well. Connor Iden. So I could potentially pick him, given that. Actually, what I might do is because it's a GWS St Kilda game and I want some points, I might put Lockie Whitfield in there. So you can see it's starting to count how many points I've got left. If we look in the midfield, so Jade Gresham's the best value player. I might pick him as a forward. You can see here that he's available. So this list won't show anyone other than the forwards. I've made it that way. Xavier O'Halloran is one of the highest ranked guys, so I'm going to pick him here. Okay, it's putting in what I'm projecting them to get over here as well. Who else have we got? Josh Kelly, he's up there, so I might try and fit him in. So I'm going to have to sort of squeeze and see how this looks at the end, basically, if I have any money left. Kieran Briggs hasn't played yet, so I've got no value for him, but he looks to be the best of the ruckman. Even though Marshall is a bit cheaper, I reckon he only needs to get. So with their thing, with Draft Stars, this price actually changes. I had a look at this. It's different between different games. It's as high as $180 per point in some games. And this is important for when there is like the Sunday special and the Saturday special, because some games you actually get better value per point, like dollars per point, in one game than another. And it's a bit funny how they do that, but I think there's a loophole there. Anyway, I've got 10,000 left, or 20,000 with 2 players to pick. What have I got? I've got O'Halloran and Kelly. Gresham's gone. I'll try and put Burns in. Okay. And what am I left with? I'm left with 10,000. I'm kind of fucked here. So I might just pick Angwin. And then take this cunt out and see what I got left. 14,600. Can't get Cornelio. Alright, Brad Crouch it is. Okay. And there's my team. I'm projected at 732 with $120 remaining. And I have picked Jack Buckley. Luckily it's not on this list. That's right. Xavier O'Halloran, Toby Green, Jade Gresham. I didn't pick him. Maybe I should have. Josh Kelly. Didn't get him. Didn't get him. Okay, so I've actually only picked 5 of the top 10 there. So maybe I can do better. Anyway, I did do a run through on this and it fucked me and it didn't go well. The team I picked before was this one. Scored 631. The best possible was 886. However, I didn't have the sheet working properly for this guy's name. No one was going to know that was going to happen. Had no form on him. So I did have him. He is positive on my sheet if I actually put his name in properly. He's on my list. As I said, he's irrelevant. These are just expensive guys you don't know. What's Stocker? Stocker was actually negative, so that's a bit of a miss. But I need to work on this, but I'm hoping this is a tool that actually could be of some use. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.